Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. It's 9 p.m. You are watching our live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. Organization of the religious conference on the night journey of our Prophet alayhi salatu salam. Russian operation in Ukraine continues today 5. Those were the top stories. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom on Sunday evening under the auspice of the Ministry of Youth and Culture. The Community Development Center of the Neighborhood 6, like all the CDCs, hosted an Islamic religious conference on Isra al-Mi'raj night journey of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, the last messenger of God, alayhi salatu salam. The event was attended by a member of the community council, several religious notables, and leading figures of the neighborhood 6, men, women, and young influential leaders of the community of this vast popular district have participated in this ceremony. We should also note that the presence of the elected official parliamentarians from the neighborhood 6, as well as several senior officials from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, directors and managers, as well as the animators from the Community Development Center of in Djibouti City. The event took place in a joyful atmosphere with an air of recollection before the Quranic narration and stories relating in this miraculous night journey of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or choosing by the creator to the messenger of Islamic, the last universal religion in the religion. At the end of the competition, the lucky young winners receive great gratifying rewards from the hand of official present in the vibrant applause of the audience. The Director General of the CFF, Umar Gili Ahmed, Ms. Aisha Farah El Tiria, accompanied by the Director of Training of the Center, Mr. Awale Abdul Qadir Hersi, and the Director of Education, Mr. Dabbar Musa Gidi, preside over a closing ceremony on Thursday, February 24, 2022, training on certification provided by an expert from the University of Montpellier, Michel Ramos. The objective of this training were first to evaluate the knowledge of professional skills acquired at the end of the training. Secondly is to set up a certification engineering and to establish a culture of evaluation. It should be noted that this training, which lasted from 20 to 24 February, saw the participation of some 30 traders from the disciplinary center and the culture and the center's manager. The Director General of the CFF, in her speech, said that she was satisfied with the participation zone and the restitutions of the week's work of the training workshop, and expressed her confidence that training models will be developed by the trainers thereafter. The ceremony ended with the handover of certificate of the attendants to the participants, who were delighted with the quality of training. Like the rest of the country, the national polio vaccination campaign was launched yesterday morning at the medical health center in Dakhel region. A vast vaccination campaign which brought together all the breastfeeding mothers and children from 1 to 5 years old took part in this official ceremony for the launch of this polio vaccination campaign. The authorities of the region, composed of the prefect of Dakhel region, Mr. Aden Darat Musa, the president of the regional council, the chief doctor of the Central Medical Health of Dakhel region, and the executive of the Ministry of on mission to the brief speech. In a brief speech during this ceremony, it was reminded by the authorities of the region to all mothers and small children from 1 to 5 years old to take part and get closer in order to be able to vaccinate their small children and not to miss this occasion. As part of the polio vaccination campaign that will affect the entire national community and the entire territory from 27 February to 3 March. A launching ceremony was organized in Arta Region Hospital. The launch ceremony was attended by the president of the Arta Regional Council, Mr. Ilmi Bouh, the deputy prefect, Mr. Mohammed, and the representative of the center of the number of personalities from the region. The national polio vaccination campaign will target all children from 0 to 5 years old. For example, approximately 8,100 children in the country, in the entire Arta region, through the provision of oral polio vaccination by the Ministry of Health and partners. As a reminder, the Republic of Djibouti does not currently have any confirmed case of polio but considerable efforts are made every year by the Department of Health and its partners to maintain this achievement. This campaign will ensure additional protection for a large number of children, including those living in remote area, thanks to the mobilization of various actors. As part of the promotion of protection of human rights, the National Union of Djibouti Women, in collaboration with the UNICEF and the European Union, organized an awareness-raising event to manage the committees of Arhiba. The objective of this meeting was to have a community dialogue with the child protection and female genital mutilation. At the end of the meeting, there were exchanges between the representative of UNFD and the participant of neighborhood in improving the right of a child. For his part, the UNFD representative, Mr. Hassan Ibrahim, thanked the participant and stressed that children need the rights. He also said that the aim of this meeting was to raise awareness of the importance of the right of women and child in this area. We regret to announce you the death of Ms. Saada Jibril Ismail. The disease of the late was born in 1957 in the region of Dakhel. She left behind her 10 children and 11 grandchildren. The disease was the paternal aunt of our colleague Mukhtar Jama, cameraman of RTD, the management of RTD, and the entire staff of RTD extended their sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased. May God welcome her into His vast eternal paradise. Inna Allahu wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And now moving on to the international level, on the fifth day of the invasion of Ukraine, the attempt of Russian forces to enter the control Kiev committees in amid Ukraine resistance that has so far succeeded in replying the moment of the Russian advance and an escalation in aerial bombing and Russian landing attempt near the capital. The head of the regional administration in the Kharkiv, Mr. Oleg, has said that at least 11 people were killed and dozens of other wounded during Russian strikes in the eastern Ukraine city. The city, Ukraine, is the second biggest and second largest, has become one of the major battlegrounds since Moscow launched its invasion. People, this is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.